Scary.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sherry Hudson-Passy from the Slate Committee. And again, I get the privilege of talking to, this time, three course coordinators. I have got Geri Auerbach, I have got Michelle Goodrum, and I have got Steve Morrison. And we are talking about their upcoming course, Research in the U.S. Northwest. This is a brand new course, and they'll be giving it during the spring virtual for SLIG. And we're so excited. I'm so excited to have this course, and I'm glad to have you here. Thank you all for joining me today. And I'm going to start out by asking, how did this class come together? How did you decide, hey, we need a research in the Northwest, which we
I get to
do?
answer that one.
Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
This has been an interesting journey for all of us. Um, the course actually started out while I was doing a presentation to my local Association of Professional Genealogists chapter, and they wanted something about doing an institute. And so I put together a presentation on that, and it was pitching institute course. It's
Gotcha.
appropriate,
Yes.
But as we got into the conversation after the presentation lamented over the fact that we did not have any, comprehensive research institutes for the Northwest states. Well,
Yes.
in talking with the person, I found out that there was a brand new ICAP Gen individual that had just been certified, and that was Cheri. So I got Cheri's name,
Perfect.
talked to Cheri, said that would you be interested in meeting, and then very quickly thereafter contacted the director of SLIG and said, I'm interested in doing this. Is there anyone else? And I was directed to Michelle, and so here
Perfect.
we all are. That's how it happened. And it's been
That's
a wonderful journey for us. So, yeah, we're very happy to be here.
that's a great story. And you're right. I mean, there really hasn't been anything for the Northwest, and it's needed. I mean, people went to the Northwest. People live in the Northwest. People need to research in the Northwest. So, who would like to give me a brief overview of the course? Just tell me what it's all about, what you're going to be doing.
I can handle that one. We're covering the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana. And we have 20 full sessions over our 10-week course. And hold on to your hats. During that time, you are going to hear from 12 different instructors.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. And we have a
Wonderful.
few, there's a few sessions where the instructors are going to double up. So what we did is we stacked the early weeks of the course with big picture talks mostly by the coordinators. So we're going to have a historical overview. We'll talk about the overland trails, federal land records, census records, and then Jerry's going to talk about occupations that drove the
Mm.
Northwest settlement, how it attracted people to the Northwest. And then she is also going to give a talk on developing a reference research guide. So students can leave the class with their own tangible product that they have worked on during the course.
Nice.
And then, now we've set the stage, and we're going to move into the nitty-gritty of the course with all of these other instructors, and which we'll talk about in a few minutes. And then towards the end of the course, we're going to wrap it up with how women shaped the Northwest. And then we'll have a couple of case studies, and then we'll have a session, just kind of a jam session, where the students can, talk about some research that they've done, and maybe we can kind of brainstorm with them and give them ideas of what they can do next.
Wow, this sounds like a lot of fun. I wish I had ancestors. I've told you before, mine stayed in the Carolinas, so mine didn't go anywhere.
Oh.
Anyway, so are there any prerequisites? Should people have a certain foundation before they take the course?
Well, I think that the key thing is it's identified as an intermediate course. And so there
Mhm.
is material here that's going to cover the span and range of soup to nuts. But the key reality is anyone with any level of interest is going to be able to make it through the end of the course. You get on the bus, you get off the bus at the
I
end.
love it.
So,
I love it. That's good news. That's really good news for everybody. You mentioned Michelle mentioned the other instructors who and a big huge list it sounds like of other instructors. So who else is going to be participating in this class?
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. We have
I feel
just
like I need a drum roll.
just a
just
multitude of experts. We have Carol Jenner, who is giving two talks. One of them is on Northwest repositories, and then the other is on industries that acted as a pull to the Northwest. We have Lisa Oberg, who is with the University of Washington Special Collections. So she's going to guide us through the U Special Collections and NARA's Seattle branch.
Fabulous.
We also have Carrie Logan, who's going to cover Portland and Multnomah County records. Portland is in Multnomah County. We have Gina Filibert Ortega doing Northwest newspapers. And then we have quite a few people covering the various ethnic and cultural groups. So Janice Lovelace is giving three talks. She's covering Native Americans, African Americans, and then also a presentation on mining, logging, and fishing.
Goodness.
Janice Sellers will talk about Jewish research. Jill Morelli is covering the Scandinavians. Linda Harms Okazaki is doing Japanese migration. And then Trish Hackett Nicola is talking about the Chinese Exclusion Act. So, I mean, we're just
Wow.
just thrilled to have all of these experts with all of this great knowledge that they have. And there's something for
I was
everybody.
just going to say that something for everybody. It's just all inclusive. No matter who your ancestors were, you're going to cover them.
Yep.
So what a fantastic lineup you have. I love it so much. Um, well, we've talked so much about, the course and what you're going to be doing. Is there anything else we may have missed? Is there anything you would like the students to know to encourage them to come on, sign up for this course? It's going to be a fabulous bus ride.
Well, I think we want people to know that the course is really for anybody with an interest in the genealogy and history of the U.S. Northwest. We have structured the course to be particularly helpful for those people considering ICAP Gen accreditation in the U.S. Northwest. But we really want people to know we want this to be a fun but useful course so that you'll leave the course with specific tools and knowledge that will really facilitate your future genealogical research.
It sounds wonderful. I think you guys are this is just gonna be a great, great course. Was there anything else or I think that's all the questions that we had, but
well,
if
I
you
think
have
the one question that are there any prerequisites? And there are none.
Mhm.
However, it's probably helpful if you've gotten lost at least once in one of the five states. Um, it's the as Michelle pointed out, we are going to be focusing on two optional homework pieces, and those homework pieces as are really, we hope, going to be helpful when folks leave the class, and that's the personal reference guide. In other words, if you
Mhm.
had
Mhm.
ancestors from a particular state, this allows you to really dig into that one locality,
Exactly.
understand who was coming and going, when they came, what the ethnicities, what the religions, and what the land practices were at that point in time. So that can be very personalized all the way
Mhm.
down to a county
Mhm.
level in a particular state. But as we also said, we also wanted to make sure that this just wasn't preaching to the choir. We wanted, everybody to have the opportunity to share what they've learned. That's helpful to everyone else. So we do have a session for that. We'll be doing breakout rooms towards the end
Great.
of the course. And that's where you will learn more about what other people have learned
Mhm.
over the course, span of the course.
This sounds fantastic. Like I said, I wish I had people in the Northwest. So I can see this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful course. And I encourage anyone who has ancestors in this area to sign up, to watch for registration and sign up for this course. It's going to be an amazing learning experience. So I appreciate you coming to talk to me about it today. And with that, we'll say goodbye, and I will see you the next time that I get to talk to a wonderful course coordinator or coordinators about their upcoming SLIG courses. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.